Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus. And you know it must be very important because I only come to you when I got something very important to say. And to me, this is very important because it's time we pay some real attention to what's going on in our world. I've been talking about it, and many others, I guess perhaps everybody that knows anything about it, are talking about it. What we're doing basically, most of us are identifying the problems, we're throwing it over and over and over again, and I'm sure some of us are at least talking about what we might consider to be a form of a solution. However, it's probably getting no further than mine, and that seems to be nowhere. So we got to think about, if we want to get some changes, something has got to get somewhere, and it's going to have to be a change for the better. Now we're talking about in our conversation, in the dialogue, we are saying something about good and bad. We're talking about what represents bad and what represents good. And at the same time, we're talking about what represents righteous and what represents evil. You know, ladies and gentlemen, it also represents who we are. It represents hate. It represents love. Now, as spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people, I have considered personally the response of the people, of all the people, collectively, as a result of what is going on in Ukraine. And this is something that we did a few months ago when we exercised the same basic principles when considering what happened to George Floyd and what was talked about. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, here's what the deal is. As spokesman, I represent what I consider a higher order of things. I represent love. So here's what we got to do. Love is not being expressed right now. We're pretending. But hate is being real. It is killing and threats of more killing. That's hate. Love has to stop that. So it is time, maybe, for war. Right now, it seems as if the rest of humanity that's disgusted with what's going on have limited their response to what they have been doing. And that hasn't stopped a thing. Thousands of people are still dying, which also indicates that the rest of the world must be bound by fear of what this one evil person will do. With all of the capabilities that various parts of the world have, they're being controlled and manipulated because, well, put it like this. You don't want to mess up your cities and towns. You don't want to die. And so you're just trying to wait it out, hoping that something's going to change. Donald Trump showed you nothing was going to change. Even when he was found guilty, nothing changed. So what makes you think that anything is going to change unless the proper action is taken to change it? Bandages won't work. Tylenol won't work on this. So what I mean is this. The dictator, is he ready to die? All of the dictators all over the world that's killing people like it's nobody's business but theirs, are they ready to die? If they're ready to die to represent evil and hate, then love is ready to die to tell them not in our world, and they got to go. Now, what does that mean? I'm not talking about killing them. No, that's their tactic. I'm saying their control, their manipulation, that bull that they've perpetrated in the minds of people is over. And love says it is. Because if you are, my friends, willing to kill, then righteousness says that anybody got the right to defend themselves. And so that means if you're willing to kill, you must be willing to die. If you're willing to kill, you must be willing to die. So if you're willing to die to kill, to keep on having the right to kill people, you're willing to die to have the right to keep on killing people unless they turn around and become your puppets, then they got a right to make sure that your kingdom ends. Now, what am I saying? I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, that perhaps it is time for war. But if you are thinking about war just to stop this aggression, and then we fall back as the rest of the world in the same old position that we were all along, that allowed for all of this hate and stuff to continue to exist and continue to exist throughout our existence. You talking about returning to a state where citizens of this country, even in the military and other parts of the government, are so disgusted with this situation of life that they are turning against you, planning against you to do destructive things against you? Is this what you're talking about returning to? Is this what you're talking about going to war for, to return to? Then heck no. No war. You just take whatever comes to you. Take whatever your fear will allow you to bend to. But if you're a child born again with a new mind who cares about even Putin and his children, and you know your plan will not only work for you, but will work for Putin and his children, then damn it, what are you afraid of? This is love. This is love. Now all of you lovers out there, where you at? Where you at? In the Congress, where you lovers at? I know where the haters at. They over there talking about getting guns, killing people. Yeah, I know in the Senate where the haters are. They over there getting guns and planning on wiping folks out. Yeah, you can. They don't hide. But where are the lovers? Well, you say, well, you don't want to broadcast it. Well, see, I tell you what, if you don't broadcast it, then you know where you are identified as being? Right over there in that bandwagon with all of those who are ready to wipe you out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so very much. I feel a little bit better now. I got a chance to say what I know to be a solution to the problems. You notice I didn't just talk about them. I talked about solutions. Let's see where they go. Till next time, goodbye.